What's up, y'all? Blade from Ready Clips here, bringing you a war recap from our most recent arranged war. As you can see, we came out on top. Really fun war. Went up against this clan. I'm probably going to butcher this name, called Buyaning Puyat. They're a Philippine clan. They reached out to us. They saw us on the forums. Thought we'd make a good match for them, and we did. We matched up pretty well. And yeah, came in, did a pretty good job. They were a little bit heavier than us. We got a few subs from our sister clan, the Savage Sleuths, because they got a lot of beefy guys and they didn't have an arranged war starting until after this one was going to wrap up. So they had two guys they were able to loan to us, and they helped out a lot. And I'm going to show a couple of their raids because they did some nice stuff that we don't do a lot, and definitely want to just show this so we can learn from it. Starting with Aiden. Comes in here, he's going to do a double jump Govaho. So he's got a Shattered Entry, 30-30 heroes, which obviously is awesome. Sprinkles in a couple hogs to take out just a couple defenses while they're focusing completely on his golem, so that's pretty awesome. Makes a really nice wide funnel, sends in a bunch of Valks, heroes headed in, taking that first jump. Still these two hogs, they're just now starting to take fire from that wizard tower, but they're going to get those, what was that, an archer tower, cannon, and a X-bow out of that, just taking advantage of tanking. So anyways, kill squad still moving in really nicely, takes out a double giant bomb there, which was obviously a big part of what he's going for here. Goes in and gets that defending queen really quick. I mean, both of his heroes still have full health. Had 20 hogs, sprinkled in about 7 to take over here. Puts in a couple more up top. Again, his kill squad's still just going in there doing all sorts of tanking. Hogs are hardly taking any damage as they move through. Queen now, she's going to beat on some walls for a little bit, but these hogs are going to come in, take out the defenses in that comp, and she will change her plan. There we go. Gets through there, heads in to get this wizard tower. Is losing a couple hogs to springs and stuff. Triggers one giant bomb over there, but I don't know. I assume that was probably another double, but just the way things worked out, path right around that, and just absolutely destroys the base. So awesome hit, Aiden. Swags a poison there. Yeah, pretty sweet. Love that Govaho. It's a tactic some of our guys have definitely been trying to work on and master, because it is absolutely awesome. Okay, next, one of our own guys, Beast, goes in. Up above our Town Hall 10, he did a good job. He got the 2-star on their Town Hall 10, and he bullied a 9 really nicely. Did a very good job there. So not going to show the bully or the 2-star. Well, I know he's doing an awesome job, so he'll get some videos in here sooner than later. I know it. But anyways, next, Beast. He's been trying this queen walk thing a lot lately, doing a really nice job. Beast has always been a great hogger. He always complains about his air game because he's not had the most success through the air yet, but I'm sure he'll get that style under his belt soon. He'll need to, as he's not that far off from Town Hall 10. But anyways, right now he's really been working on this queen walk a lot, getting very good at it. And this is just an excellent example of how he's doing. Snags a couple defenses here. He's going to get the CC. As you saw, he dropped that hog in there to go get the lure. Uses his ability to make sure his queen can stay safe through that, and just continues working along, eliminating some DGB spots and whatnot, and just clearing out some base. So ultimately, she's going to kind of come around and get in behind his main kill squad here. He's got Golem set it in there. See, there we go. Wall breakers coming in, opening up that comp, everything headed into this big main compartment. Jump spell is going to take that all straight in there to the defending queen. There is king just locked on and is making his way in there. Boom. Going to take care of her really quick. That Tesla farm, those golems are going to do some tanking on that, which is nice. Now his healers have switched from the queen to target the golems, which is fine because they're just doing some tanking. He's got some wizards sort of following behind those, taking some stuff out, which is going to work out nice. Queen, trips a DGB there. His hogs have already started in, working around the top of the base. But I mean, this kill squad, his queen got these two bottom comps to the left, and then goes in there with his kill squad and takes out two other complete comps, including the defending queen and a DGB. I mean, that's just tons of value there. So not a whole lot for his hogs to take out. I mean, he's still got a ton of hogs left. I mean, look at that. So yeah, great raid. The queen walk definitely is an awesome strategy. Swags a rage there at the end. So really good work, Beast. Alright, next we got, this was another one of the subs from Sleuth. He did a really nice queen walk with, I can't even think right now, with Loon added as a part of it. And, I mean, this was really cool. What he gets out of this queen walk is incredible. I guess this, is probably even more of a queen push what he does. And yeah, just really wanted to show that because it is really sweet. So he drops her down here, just wall breaks into this very first compartment, which is perfect. Now, it almost looks like his queen might walk around that real quick, but once she takes down that wizard tower, she's going to go right inside that comp and go after these two air defenses in the expo, which is huge. Already, he's gotten a ton of value out of this queen walk. But I mean, he's just going to keep going and get even more. Queen's definitely taking a lot with those archer towers and that expo having hit it on her for a while. CC comes out, drops that poison on there, snags the witches with that, which is good, and Queen just deals with the rest. And now puts a nice little jump spell down, so Queen's going to move in deeper into the base, get a third air defense, which is huge with bringing in this air attack. Trips a giant bomb there, but this isn't a hog attack, so that's not really that big of a deal. It's not really what he's looking for. Anyways, gets her ability here, just in the nick of time while he's working on his little kill squad up here at the top. Just a nice little CB going in there just to get that queen. And as you can see, working perfectly, that king runs in there. It's going to smack down that queen. And, meanwhile, he's starting his hound deployment. Loon's following him behind, taking advantage of some tanking from those hounds. Loons crush those Teslas and just work their way into the base. First hound pops. Second hound still tanking. Loons making their way in there. That hound has tons of health left. No doubt about it. The loons are going to get there before it pops. And that's going to be done for. Queen still full health. King still has some health running around. The raid is just absolutely in great shape. Just clean up now. I mean, that was a sweet attack. Really love that. Hope we all can learn a lot from that. Just what he does with that queen. Now, granted, most of us in Ready Clips, we do not have heroes quite like this guy does. We don't have any 30-30 Town Hall 9s anymore. Those ones we had went up to Town Hall 10. But we got some guys who are getting close, and they're getting up there. And so we want to keep seeing, we love seeing stuff like this from our friends at Savage Sleuths, because it definitely helps us as we develop and keep getting better. Alright, next I got Fools going in on Bloodhound. Alright, so Fools here, he's kind of doing the Govaho thing. He's going with the Quad Quake set here. Starts off with deploying his golems. I think that bottom one sort of went a little lower than what he was looking for. It's gonna work out okay, but I don't think he quite counted out the tiles as well as he should have when deploying that golem there. But anyways, creates a really nice wide funnel, so worked out for him. Valk's head straight into where he wants. Drops those quakes down on the CC one. He just misses and puts it a little bit too much up top and misses the lower side of the wall, but that's okay. 3 quakes did hit that wall, so it was almost dead. King busts through that really quickly. Tesla farm in there. Golem's doing tanking. CC Golem defending CC Golem that they're gonna all work through. Valk's just rough that up. Meanwhile, Hogs working through the base down here. Bunch of them got hit by a giant bomb. He is extraordinarily patient with dropping his heal spell for them. Really impressive patience. But works out fine. They head in here. Golems just keep on moving through the base. I mean, neither of those golems have popped yet. His hero's still doing work. Just a really nice raid. Gets a lot out of that heavy kill squad with the Valks and quaking through that giant center dead compartment into the other side. So really works out nicely for him. And moving on into the cleanup. So great attack, fools. Crazy that neither one of those golems blew up yet. Also, a little quick shout out to Fools while we're watching the rest of your raid. Nice job on getting those heroes down as soon as this war was over, as soon as his attacks were over for this war. He was able to put both heroes down and get them up to 2020. Last upgrade you can do, 2 for 1 at Town Hall 9 now. So great job with that, man. Welcome to the 2020 club, which I myself am not even in. But we need as many of those guys as we can, so great work, man. Next, one of our 2020 guys who's been a member of the club since he joined us. Sultan going in here. Gets the CC lure, drops the poison on him. Not sure what the delay was. I don't know, maybe just a little fat fingered or something, but misses one of the Valks with the first poison, so ends up using both poisons there, which not ideal, but obviously isn't going to hurt him too much. Also, Z is typically he's typically an air guy. He's our best air attacker, no question about it. Does some really nice work with air attacks, but he comes in here and does a really nice hog raid. Starts in with his kill squad up top. I mean, he's gonna make them go the distance. He's got double jump planned here. Just heroes and a couple golems, wizards behind, and they're just gonna work their way right through. King and Queen gonna do a little bit of work. That jump goes down and just kind of sits there for a little while, but golems are gonna take it. They're gonna move through. Eventually, this king and with the help of some wizards is gonna bust through some stuff and make his way in there as well. Do kind of stray into that center compartment, which is not exactly what he was going for. King goes down, but Queen is still up. Now, the defending Queen ends up just targeting onto his golems, because his golems get there with some wizards behind to do what the original job was all about, and they take down that defending Queen, which is nice. So it starts in with the hog deployment down here. Still getting some tanking value. Not as much anymore, but was still getting a decent amount of tanking value from his golems. Really nice heal placement there. This was a cleanup attack. But yeah, quite a few hogs left over here. Still had a couple extras to put in after all the defenses were down. His queen did finally go down, but has a couple whiz. Still has one whiz in the bag and a heal spell. So I mean, really, Z just absolutely wrecked this base. So nice hit, man. Swags that heal. All right. Next, gonna show one of mine, just because it worked out really well. Going into this, I kind of screwed up because we were doing a war with these Philippine guys. The start time was not ideal, so it was gonna be rough for one of us. We ended up starting late at night for them, which was, noonish for us. And, so that made it tough. I wanted to get both my attacks in the first night. Ended up just not really working out that way. Planning was a little more challenging than I thought. So the next morning, went in on this base. First plan I had, kind of scrapped it. Decided I was going to go with a split hero move on this, which I've attempted a couple times and I really like it. So I like the strategy. I just am not that experienced with it and really trying to get better here, but works out just fine. So I CB this and I take in a couple Valks. I create a nice little funnel, leave up some stuff in the middle to make sure those Valks keep working their way in. They get thirsty for those defending heroes, drop a rage on there. King and Valks go in there, take down the defending king and the defending queen, and get a couple defenses along the way. I think the rage spell and the king ability helped. But they also get that CC lure, which they're not going to take that CC stuff out, but that's okay. Got plenty of stuff to deal with that down here. But anyways, come in here. I've got the P.E.K.K.A. and the Queen following two golems here on the left. Got a jump spell to get him into these comps where the one DGB that I know about for sure is. CC comes down. Put that one poison up there. I thought they were all headed that direction. Then some of them sort of head towards this other golem. So I get another poison down. Ends up doing the trick with my queen over there as well to help out. One golem still up. P.E.K.K.A. still up. Queen takes some damage there, but pop her ability, keep her alive barely, and start with my hog deployment here on the bottom. Heal spell a little bit further outside than I meant. But my hogs get lucky here. I'm pretty sure this was a DGB, and they get lucky and only trip one of the bombs. So get another heal spell here right in the middle of the base. Honestly, going into this attack, there was 20 minutes left in the war. I barely got to plan it. I thought this was going to be a fail for sure. But at this point in the raid, was when I was starting to think I might actually have this, and I was a little shocked. But it worked out. Worked out beautifully. Hogs just continue on to take out those last couple defenses at the top. With my queen staying alive at the bottom, she does some cleanup. P.E.K.K.A. and some golemites are all still up and finish up some work for me. Alright. So that's mine. Alright, one more. I think just one more. Oh, two more. Alright, two more, and we'll be done with this one. Okay. Oop, 1 second. Okay, sorry. Technical difficulties. Alright, so here we got Zach coming in here. He does a nice little CB for this queen and 1 air defense, and he's got 4 hounds for the other 3 air defenses. A little bit of luck in this raid, but overall, really good raid. So he gets in here, jumps in, takes down the queen really quick, just as planned with that king. However, defensive CC comes out. Decent amount of defense in there and lots of high hit point stuff. So his queen never gets in. She just keeps working her way around on all that high hit point stuff. And king and golems are never able to actually take down that air defense that they were going for. So that's kind of a bummer, but there's not a lot of health left. So he ends up being okay. Queen's just going to keep working her way around as he starts in his hound and loon deployment here at the bottom. So really nice hound deployment there. Snags 2 red bombs as it goes past that wizard tower, and 2 black bombs as it approaches that air defense. Second hound, goes in there, soaks up damage. He gets a couple nice hastes in there to get him through some of that stuff. As that hound moves its way to the next air D, it soaks up 2 more, the rest of the black bombs. But it does a little bit of tanking on the Tesla farm, and the second hound is I guess the 4th hound goes in, or 3rd hound, whatever. Goes in, gets some tanking on the Tesla farm. So his loons are fine. He still has plenty of loons, even though there was a big loon trap there with those Teslas. Rages them through a few more things. Final Hound gonna tank up that last air defense really well. Loons take that out with ease. Now, this is what's crazy. Really nice and lucky. Hound dies as soon as it reaches that air D, but it had low enough health that its explosion killed the air D. So that worked out really nicely for him. So then it's just on to the cleanup. So really great raid, Zach. Nice plan, and overall great execution. Gets to swag a poison even. So nice work, man. All right. Let's see. Okay. And Buckshot, newer member, has a really nice raid here as well. So wanted to give him props and welcome him to the clan. Definitely did a nice job here. Starts off with a suicide drag up here. I get a little scared because of this king. Drops down some giants, which bring out the king and the queen, which, that was nicely done. However, this king ends up dragging his dragons up to the top of the map, and I thought that might be game over for him. I thought there was a possibility his drags would never make their way back down. Fortunately, that expo is pointed to the ground, which I'm not sure that makes a whole lot of sense for this base, but I think that definitely helps him out a lot. It gives his dragons time to, regroup and get down there. Then just starts in here with a nice little shattered entry. Gets some good tanking on his golems here. Heroes behind. Not much need for a funnel as everything's inside the walls here. Puts a little jump down. Gets that CC lure. P.E.K.K.A. and a wizard. Takes those things down. Pretty easily. Let's see. Yeah, gets through here. I think this was a fresh hit. So I think he was planning on maybe a double in there, but does fine. Where there does end up being a double. Oh man, now I'm forgetting how some of this raid goes. Starts sending in his hogs on this right hand side. Okay, yeah, so he hits one bomb there, survives that. Head in, just keep working their way around. Has one group end up dying to that Tesla up there. He was worried about a double being right here in the middle with this air defense, and ended up not being the case at all. Had just a bunch of singles kind of spread out there, and raid just worked out really nicely. Did a great job. Really awesome fresh hit 3, and just does a really good job. So anyways, welcome to the clan, Buck. Not much else to say about that raid. It was just great. Well executed, well planned, and look forward to seeing more good stuff from you, man. And I do have one other thing I want to show you from one of their raids. It was kind of insane, so I thought it was worth putting in the video. So let me find that really quick. Never mind, can't find it. Basically, the defending queen was killed in a really insane way. It was funny. If I find it later, maybe I'll post up another video. Just something funny that happened. But anyways, great war by Buyaning Puyat. Great war ready clips. Way to bring out the W. Final sad note. One of our valued co's has retired from the game. Hopefully temporarily. He has some stuff he's got to take care of. So director, we love you, man. We miss you, and good luck. Get that stuff done and come back to us. So glad we could bring out the victory for you in our final arranged match with you with us. So pleasure having you, buddy, and see you next time, and see the rest of y'all next time. So until then, peace.